In my last video, I was showing to you how you can create side menus on Android and iOS. So this was how we were making the first side menu sample. On iOS, you have a moving home button, and when you click on the home button, the menu is coming up, and you can select the function what you want from the application. On the Android, uh, the the built-in template is containing a very simple solution. So basically, when you generate the application from a template with the side menu, you will get this kind of solution. The difference between the iOS version and the Android version, as you can see, that in the iOS version the menu is basically built up under the top bar, so it will never hide the top bar. In the Android case, it's covering the full display. In the simplest version of the side menu solution in Android, the system generating the application from a template, and this will use a very simple toolbar solution with a home button. But in our case, if we click on the home button, it's basically a static button. As you can see, it does not move, it's just bringing up the side menu, and when you click outside the menu, then it disappears. But this hides the portion of the toolbar itself. So to create a similar solution what you could see on the iOS version, I created a sample application with a moving home button, and where the menu is under the toolbar. It's not so difficult to create such a menu system, and the benefit of this solution that you can create basically the menu on a similar way like in the iOS, because in the standard application you need to use the menu object to generate this menu system here, and you also have to make a separate top view which will give for you this this icon and the text or whatever you want to add. But as you can see, this is not the nicest solution, because also this upper bar of the system itself is still let's say covering a portion of the menu. So I don't really like this original solution. I like much better this this one what you can create similarly to the iOS application menu. This works on a similar way like here in the original version. So when you click on one of the items, and then it will go to the item. So in my case, I was creating this with these two segments here, or two fragments here, and I'm just using these two menu items to switch between the fragments. So as you can see, if I'm clicking on the second line, second fragment appears, first line, first segment, first fragment appears. And if you click outside of the menu, then it disappears, just like here in the original version. Okay, so let's see how this system works, and how you need to build it up. Okay, so let's stop the application. So the first thing what you need to do is, of course, you need to generate a very simple project. So with the new project, you are creating basically this basic view activity, and then you can delete the second fragment, or you can use the second fragment. Just I've used it for generating the menu itself. So what we need, at first we have the first fragment, the activity main, the content main, Then we are having a menu fragment, and then we have a second fragment just for the sake of the sample, that we can switch between the first and the second fragment. And we need to have a list layout as well, because we will have the menu items inside this recycler view, where we need to have a list layout. So let's start with the beginning. So we have to have the activity main, and here we need to have several things added. So at first we add an image view. The image view is only needed to have a background for our toolbar, okay? And then we add the home button. The home button will be a drawable view, and this will be animated later on. Then we need a toolbar, okay? Then we have to have an include, where we are basically loading the different fragments. So this will be the active area of our application. The toolbar will be always on the top with the home button. Then we have to have a cover view, and we have to have a side menu view. If you remember from the previous tutorial, the side menu view on the iOS version was also generated on the main screen itself, and it moved out from the screen. So basically we are doing the same here. What is important to mention, that for example the cover view we need to have, because we need to link to this cover view a tab function, or a tab touch interaction to make sure that if we are clicking outside the menu itself, then the menu will disappear. And what we also need to make sure here is that the order of these elements are in this way, because if we are going down on the different items inside this view or this layout, then the system Z order is also using this sequence, let's say. So the different items will appear under each other as we are going up in this list. So on the top we will have this fab button. Then on the top of the whole thing we will have the side menu, and behind the side menu where we need to have this cover view. Okay. So then in the content main we just have a host navigation host fragment where we are basically putting in our let's say content or our application screens. So now it's a very simple one. We don't have anything in the first fragment. So this is what you could see on the content main at the first, and here we only have some items just to show some text, like here the first fragment text. Okay, so let's see the menu itself. So in the menu we can generate several things, or we can put in several things. Of course, if we want to have it on a way that it is showing things for us, and then we can add of course pictures and lists and everything what we might need. Okay, then the second fragment is just similarly like the first fragment, so we only have some text in it. You have to add a menu fragment where you can put images. You can have the menu list as a recycler view, and in this recycler view we will generate the list of the menu items. Here of course you can add different things like icons, check marks, or whatever you want beside the text of the menu item itself. So this one will be the menu, and here you can define the menu on a way that at first, of course, you can give the size of it. So here I gave 300 dots size for the width of the menu. So this will cover about let's say 2/3 of the screen, and the rest will remain as it is. Okay, so this is basically how you set up your fragments, and then you need to have the coding behind it. So at first, what I'm doing here is that I was basically adding the menu items. So you can do it on different ways. You can store it in an SQL database or on different ways as you want. But I was taking basically the similar approach what we used as the recycler view sample application. So here I'm making a structure where we will have the list ID and the list text, and then we are generating a mutable list of this list view structure, and then when the main activity is created, we are filling it up with the items what we will show in the menu. Okay, so then what we also need to do here is that we need to have, of course, a navigation layout. And in the navigation layout, we list up the fragments we want to show, and we generate some global actions. So here you can see that I have 2 global actions, and these global actions will be used for the navigation controller. Basically we will define where we want to go. And why we need to create it like this, because we want to come to these fragments even if we might have 6, 7 or even more segments or fragments defined. We will not know exactly from which fragment we will go to which fragment, so we can't simply generate links from one fragment to the other. We need to have the entry point with these global actions, let's say a kind of standalone action. So here we define, of course, the actions, and we also define some enter and exit animation, which will be the standard in our case. Okay, what else we need? Of course, we need to define some colors for the menu. Here I have many defined. I will use the purple color for the graphics, and we also need to have a drawable defined, this menu icon, which will be the simple 3 lines generated. So this will be a 24 dot size thing, and we will use a black color for this menu icon. Okay, and then we have some drawings or some pictures added here to have a kind of application icon inside the menu. So what we will show in the menu. We need to have an adapter class for the menu item. So this is where we are basically defining what will be shown. And of course we need to handle the click actions. So we define here an adapter delegate with the raw click function, where we will get the data from the list. So basically we will feed the list what we were generating here in the main activity. So this list view structure elements will be given to the adapter class, and from this we will generate the menu itself. So as you can see that in the holder we are storing or in the view holder we are storing the ID of the element, and then we also put here the text itself, which will be called as list text. So when we are generating the list, so the adapter class is calling the onBean view holder function, then we will fill up the list from the structure, and we define here that for each line we are defining a set onClick listener, and we can send the delegate function. We can send to the delegate function from the view holder the ID and the text as well to the delegate function. Okay. So then let's go back to the main activity and let's see how we are working with this. So basically we have to handle the clicks on the home button. So at first we need to make sure that the cover view, which we defined in the main activity. So here we have this cover view. So this is what we called cover view here. And if we go back, so then this cover view must be invisible at the beginning, because we don't want to cover the first fragment with this cover view. If we would do this, then we could not handle the interaction between the main application screen when the menu is hidden. Then we have the set onClick listener for this cover view. So when it will be visible, then it will handle this touch function. So when we are clicking on the cover view area, then we will call this toggle side menu function, which will basically hide or unhide or move in or move out the side menu. Then we have the home button. The home button was this 3 lines in the top bar, and this will do the same. So when the side menu is moved out from the screen, then it will move it in, and when it is in, then it will move it out. Okay, so then we were basically adding to the main activity the adapter class adapter delegate. This is important, otherwise we will not be able to handle the menu functions or menu clicks. And we also added here a variable which will hold the actual status of the menu. We could be able to handle it with another option, maybe the position on the screen or something like that, but it's easier if we define a Boolean variable for that. So let's go to the toggle side menu function. So basically we will take this side menu visible function and or variable, and if this is true, so the menu itself is on the screen, then we have to move it out to the original position. So because we were having it 300 dots size or width, we need to move it out by that much. And because the screen is defined or the screen is not using the dp or dot size, we need to generate basically the actual screen resolution or based on the screen resolution, we need to calculate basically that how much this 300 dots meaning in screen pixels. So here we had to define an extension function. So we define for an int with a dp, let's say function or extension, we need to get back the actual pixel amount based on this value. So when we have the display matrix density, we need to calculate the pixel amount based from this value here. Okay, so basically what we are doing is that we are sliding out the menu within half a second, and then we will start this animation here. Plus we also rotate the home button to give some animation to it. So we are basically rotating it by 90 degrees at the same time. So while the menu is moving out, also the button is rotating. And then we say that the cover view need to be also hidden. So when it is when the menu is moving out, it needs to be hidden. And we also put this side menu visible variable to false, and then this will tell that the menu is hidden. And when the menu was hidden, then we are basically doing the opposite. So we are just running these animation on the other direction. So we are moving in the menu, and we are rotating by 90 degrees the menu button itself. Okay, so basically that's all. And of course we need to handle the button click. So here we define the row clicked function, which is the delegate function, and then when the delegate function is called, then we also need to toggle the menu. So basically when we were selecting an item from the menu, it will automatically start the hiding of the menu. And then we take the navigation controller, and then basically we are using those global actions what we defined on the navigation graph. And if we select the first line of the menu, then we go to the first fragment. If we select the second item from the menu, then we go to the second fragment. And of course we could be able to add more things, more functions to it. So one more thing we have to mention, that we also have a menu fragment, of course, because we are generating the list of the menu items with the menu fragment. And here what we need to add is that when we are creating the view, we don't need to do anything really. Just we need to inflate the view itself. But when the view is created, we need to add the adapter class to this and to the view itself, to generate basically the list of the items in the menu. So and also with the my list adapter delegate, we are linking the handling of the delegate function for the adapter delegate function. We are linking it to the main activity. So here what we are doing is that the my list adapter delegate will be using the main activity context. Okay, then we need to just generate the recycler view on the known way. So we have to have a layout manager, where the layout manager will be a vertical one, and then we link to the menu list the adapter, which will be the my list adapter, and then we generate basically the list. And with this we are ready. So basically we made everything what required to get the menu generated, to have the menu movement, and also the animation of the buttons. Of course, you need to have additional actions or additional code to be defined if you want to handle also the back button in the toolbar. So when you are moving from one fragment to the other, the navigation controller, of course, will start to handle these movements, and you need to make sure that this functionality is also added. So what you can see here when I'm running the application, and I'm going from going to the second fragment, then I get this back button, but currently in this sample I'm not handling this button, so basically can't go back to the first fragment. I just can go back if I'm using the menu itself. Okay, so that's it for the side menu generation with the animations. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if so, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and goodbye.